Yes.
Okay. So generally, how has the training been, the ISC2 training? Any challenge that needs sorting out? Any challenge so far?
No, no, I've finally been able to set everything up. So
Okay.
I'll yeah, I'll go through it properly this week, this coming week.
Okay.
Well, there's no challenge for me, but it's basically just the whole learning experience. They made it so simple to throw you off guard. But I went out and I searched for other this thing, and it seems that I don't know if it's intentional, but they don't cover a lot of things in the ISC, like the whole learning material. So that's like the difficult part.
Okay. So cybersecurity is a field or a career path that if you don't actually get the granular basis and take it from ground, say you're going to get a lot discouraged in the future. More or less, you get more confused. So now, these ISC2 guys, though it is an international program and organization, you find out that their path towards learning is very like it's so granular. You'll be like wondering, so is this the cybersecurity thing? True or false? Hello? Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So um, they made it that way so that beginners who are coming in will have a basic landing foot. Now, the IIC2 certificate in cybersecurity is about the lowest hanging fruit you could use to join a cybersecurity program. Also, the exam that is ahead, you're going to write. If you do not take these classes very carefully and understand them, not just reading to know or passing exam, but understand them very well, you will have challenge at passing the exam. So what I advise is the program is here and the lessons has been put that you are not the first set, you're not the second set. Even from my team and internationally, people have gone through the program. They will also recommend you to do this. Now, after this, I think one of these days I'm going to list out the certificates or the trainings you guys need. But first things first, like I told you, where at the end of this training, you're supposed to have an idea which path do you want to follow? Do you want to be on the red team? Do you want to be on the defense? Which path do you want to follow? So this program helps you to have a view of all the sectors of cybersecurity, little information about them. So when the program ends, you decide, okay, I want to be a penetration tester. I want to be a hacker, a good hacker that helps keep systems secure. Then you focus that way and make sure that that's the area you're going to. Or you say, I want to be on the defendant side. I want to be the one that defends what the bad guys are doing. Good and fine. Okay. So these two predominant parts are very, very interesting parts. And without this basic understanding and knowledge, you will have challenges ahead. So what most people do is they come to YouTube, I want to do cybersecurity, and they just pick up, what's it called, courses and start learning. But they don't know that for every course you're doing in cybersecurity, there is a root basis or foundation where it should be. For example, somebody will go into and say, I want to do penetration testing. And you start learning, what's it called, pen testing. But you've not gone through the foundations. You don't even know which level you are supposed to be. Now, as you guys are in this boot camp now, once you are done with this boot camp, you are qualified to do cybersecurity analyst level 1. cybersecurity analyst level 1. You are qualified to go in for a level 1 program. Now, let me show you an example of level 1. Let me share my screen. Hope you guys are hearing me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Zoom. Let me check out this. If you can see my screen, let me know. Please, if you can see my screen, you let me know.
Yes.
So this is one of our partners in South Carolina, USA. So they run and their program, this their system is called Emerging Technology Apprenticeship Management System. That's what they use. So, and their program is actually very, very costly. They are an NGO. They sponsor us for this program too. And theirs is around, theirs have more hands-on practice. Theirs is actually a their program is cybersecurity analyst training, not beginners training. Their one is cybersecurity analyst training. So I'm going to show you what their exams are like, okay? So the program cybersecurity, cyber defense analyst. Hope you guys can see it, or should I increase the screen more? Can you guys see it?
Yes, we can.
It said cyber defense analyst. You see, if you don't know, it's just like somebody that goes into university and start attending all the whole lectures, or you see year 1 students, you just jump into their class and start following them to learn when you've not even gone through registration. What do you think will happen at the end of the semester? The person is going to get more confused because one, the people that you're following, they have a pipeline, they've registered, they're in school, they have a goal. There is someone that is reading electrical engineering, is expected to finish with a BNG engineering as electrical electronics engineering student. Okay. Now, someone that comes into school and feel like, okay, what year 1 students are learning is too simple, it's too granular. No, why am I going to take GS 101 courses? Why am I going to take Physics 101? And he probably goes to 400 level class and start learning with them. Just tell me from your perspective, what do you think is going to happen when the guys that are graduating and the guy is still enrolling in the school? What do you think is going to happen? Talk to me, guys.
You might have to go back and still learn again.
Yes, now. You have to go and take JAM and still do that GST 101 and Physics 101. So this cyber defense analyst program is a professional the cyber defense analyst is a professional responsible for supporting in protecting an organization's computer system and network from cyber threats, attacks, and vulnerabilities. They monitor network traffic and security alerts to identify potential threats and investigate security incidents. Over time, they can morph into cybersecurity analysts, focusing on defense or offense. You see, this is the curriculum. This is what makes you to understand which part am I going to follow. Am I going into defense? If I'm going to the defense side, the courses for defense are entirely different for offense. So a good example is that a cybersecurity defense analyst may also develop, implement security measures, analyze threats, conduct vulnerability assessments, and respond to security breaches. Their goal is to ensure the confidentiality, the cybersecurity triad. There is confidentiality, integrity, and availability of our organization's data. So even though they might know most of the things each other is doing, but knowing the path where you are going to is very, very important. And since we are talking about it now, we have one more week before we wrap up and do our capstone projects. Then you guys are ready for any internship, probably here or any other place. I don't know whether the last people that did their internship, once they go through this program, they are ready for to take internship. Most times you have to put up your CV, update your CV, and put up your LinkedIn profiles, right, for internship. So tell me, currently, what aspects or which parts would you love to pursue ahead?
Definitely the SOC.
Okay, SOC is defense. Yeah, that's nice. Then next, is Kenan still here?
I'd like to soak and then others accompany with it.
Yes. For me, I would say while you're doing the SOC, you still learn some defense techniques. For example, like basic pen testing, um, vulnerability analysis, all those stuff. So SOC alone is packed with a lot of skill set that by the time you're done with it, you should be able to have good skills. So even when you're going to look for internship, ensure that, or you're going online to look for where to further up your courses, ensure you get hands-on. Hands-on is very, very important. And that is why we've included in this program, this particular program, access to some hands-on, what's it called? Platforms where you could start once the program ends that week, next week that the program is ending, you're going to register. Yeah, most of it's free anyway. I think most of the platforms are free. You're going to start training, and those training are hands-on with your system. You interface with a client system. All of them are modeled or simulated for the experience, for you to have hands-on experience. So that is exactly what is going to happen. You don't have to be, what's it called, over complacent about the basics. It's very, very important. Yes, I know that you guys picked up with speed, and it's interesting. So let me show you guys before we'll move on. Let me try to present the Wazoo. Then after that, we'll do a little bit, look into a little bit of the ISC2. Then we'll call it a day. If you can see the Wazoo, let me know.
Yes, yes. I can see it.
Okay, okay.
Should we also open on our systems too?
You said?
Should we also open the WhatsApp application on our system?
Okay, you can't open it. This is enterprise applications. Systems use it. Sorry, organizations use it for monitoring, getting reports for security events of their products and their environment. So I wanted to give you guys an exposure of what it looks like. So this is Wazoo, like you all know, is a SIM tool, and we also have Splunk. Splunk is another industry SIM tool which is being used. So this is basically the interface of Wazoo. Like when you are being given access to the company's SIM tool, and for example, and they're using Wazoo, you're going to meet a screen like this, where your name, you're going to have your own special access code, which they're going to use to assign you particular system rights. So in this system, there are 10 agents. So agents are like when you want to monitor what is happening in, let's say, XYZ company, and they are using 10 systems, and you want to be monitoring the 10 systems. So when you're going to install agents, and the agents will be reporting whatever is happening to those systems, they'll be reporting here in Wazoo. So we have currently 8 active agents, 2 disconnected, pending 000. So under the security information, meanwhile, the Wazoo is built under the structure Wazoo is built is I think it has Kiban and Elastic Stack under it. So, but do not disturb yourself about most of these things. I just want to show you basic what it looks like, so that you would not get lost. So we have the security information management side. Then we have auditing and policy monitoring. Okay. Then we have the threat detection and response section, the regulatory compliance section. Okay. Now, this vulnerability side, it said this threat, it said discover what applications in your environment are affected by well-known vulnerabilities. You have the virus total, MITRE attack, security events from the knowledge base of adversaries, tactics and techniques based on real-world observations. So this is basically how the Wazoo looks like. Then we're going to security event of what is happening or what has been happening in the system. Let me choose a date, let's say last 7 days. Meanwhile, this is a live server. I don't know whether I should, but it's privileged. You guys are already privileged to be in this bootcamp. So I show you guys like this is happening, whatever is happening here. You see, this is last 7 days. So if I had refreshed till 5 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago, if there were threats or incidents coming in to this particular agent or whatever that is around here, we are going to see them. So we could see 20,884 events, security events that has happened. Okay. 0 authentication failures, 0 level 12 or above alerts, and 10,1057 authentication success. So Wazoo also helps to graphicalize incidents and reports so that it will be easy for reading. So it's, look for here, for example, top 5 alerts. It lets you know the top 5 alerts: Windows logon, user log off, Windows system error, registry value integration, registry key. Then on the top 5 rule groups, it's enlightens them also graphically. Then below it, it points them out one after the other. For example, if we open this particular event, there are some key informations we could get from them. For example, the time when this happened, the ID, the agent ID, the agent that we are tracking, the IP address, the agent name, decoder name, full log, what happened, agent disconnected, agent Windows Server, any. Then the ID, then we have the log. Many a times when there is a security incident, you have to go to the log because that's where computer writes whatever is happening to it. You look at what is happening, read the logs, pick out the information from there and analyze. Manager name, this is me. Rule, description, Wazoo agent disconnected. So when there is an incident, the Wazoo or the same tool, in this case Wazoo, lists out for every incident, has a pattern of listing out all the vital information that is happening. Now, this tactics of what happened here is defense evasion. Okay. So these are some of the things you're going to go through when you enter SOC proper, when you enter into your cybersecurity analyst program. Now you are in basic, you're doing just the bootcamp. It is nice that you have a little idea, and as I'm sharing with you, of some of the industry tools that is needed here. Now, a time will come when, for example, if this is a serious threat, I will see the attacker's IP address, and I'll take the attacker's IP address. I'll go and search it up. This particular section gives me has this IP. Who can tell me? What is IP address? Hello?
Internet protocol. That is like how would I put it? On a particular network now, there will be
I
like
didn't get you.
different
I didn't get you. Come again.
devices. So I said I said in a particular network.
Yes.
I mean, there will be like different devices in a particular network. So the IP address is like the unique this thing for each of the devices on the network.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Trying to look for the best way to simplify it.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
in layman's terms, we will say that it is a label for every network device that is online.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
what you use to distinguish this network component from another network component. Every website has an IP address.
An IP address. Yes.
Yes. So this, for example, 167.71.89.52 represents a particular web address. In fact, it's not just web address, it represents a particular address. So this address traces back to whoever is using it, whatever device the person is using at that particular time. Okay, I think I have a YouTube series where I did IP addressing, subnetting, this kind of stuff. You might just check my YouTube. So, for example, if I put this IP address here and I can check, there are a lot of checks I can do here. MS lookup, blacklist check to know whether this IP address has been blacklisted, to know DNS lookup, test email server, reverse lookup. For example, if I do reverse lookup, let's know who or where this is. So what result is going to find out. DNS record publish, DNS record check. So reported ns3.digitalocean.com. See what it does, it reverses it to bring out the address itself. You understand? So there are so many tools and it's fun, even in the SOC environment. There's so many things you could do and look up and check ping it. So I'm just trying to expose you guys a little bit towards what is ahead. So where you are now, do quick and leave here. That's why I limited the program to 5 weeks so that you wouldn't get too complacent. Leave here, move on fast. And by next week, what we are going to be doing, presumably, I think, will be most of practicals. By that time, I expect that you guys must have gone a bit far on the ISC2 program, even ready to finish it up and take your exams. So while you are still booking for exams, I will also be here to guide you guys on, how, if you have any questions on the exams. But by the end of next week, we will be calling it a wrap. And I believe the program must have impacted you guys a lot and given you post stand. So if you also need references when you're going into internship, you can always reach back to me to do that for you. Okay. So Nemish, whoa. You guys have not been seeing my screen. Or do you guys see my screen? What screen are you guys? What screen are you guys seeing?
MX2 box.
Oh, okay. I was thinking I was not sharing that. Okay. So let's get back to ISC2. One more time on this cyber defense. The score, for example, to the programs that were tested for, have cybersecurity, multiple questions. These are general questions. Then critical thinking questions. They have cryptographic questions. They have communication. This one is just like you speak with the camera, they'll ask you questions. Then cybersecurity, scenario-based assessments, and critical thinking. So most of these questions are like, for example, if so and so thing happen in a company, what is your step or what are you going to do? If the company device that your custody get lost, what are the steps you're going to take to prevent information leak and all those stuff? So this particular each one teach one, these are our sponsor guys. In May this year, the program was $50 per month. And it was supposed to be 6 months program. So the first 3 months, $250, the remaining 3 months, $250. But now each month is $100. The cost of cybersecurity programs is rising drastically. So bootcamp, the people who are, the way to find their way into the system. It doesn't help that someone will just rush and go and pay 500,000 for a program when you've not even gone through the basics. You have to go through the basics, get familiarized with what is ahead, and and do well. I have less than 5 minutes more into the courses of the questions. And within the week also, you guys should try as much as possible while you're studying. Feel free. That group is meant for you guys. Feel free to drop questions, drop stuff that you don't understand, stuff that you need more information about. Maybe you heard about this program, or you say, okay, sir, please help us check out this program for us. For me, I want to see whether I can do it after this bootcamp, those kind of things, so that you will not all get lost out there within the week. I hope that helps, right? Why is my internet not coming up? I need to get this course run up because our time is ticking away. We have 4 minutes to go. Anyway, while it is loading, if we do not have any questions pertaining the program, we could all call it a day and get through. I need you guys to wrap up with this ISC2, at least wrap up with it, and you start your. I shared with you guys last week about hack the boss, right? We have 3 minutes. Let me see if I could touch there again, because your goodbye guys are going to register with it next week. So that's one of the places where people are going to get hands-on training. So, for example, are you guys see my screen, right?
Yes.
Mini boot camps that you could start up on your own. I will let you guys know how to go about it. Programs, number of cubes, you'll be getting more cubes through some of the programs. Then, let it open up. So you have certified is that definitely go through on my own also. SOC and all look into the 4 of them, because I would like you guys to also register for the 4 of them and make plans so that as you are wrapping up the program, you always have something to get your hands dirty and working out there. So with that, guys, thank you very much for today. And I believe you guys are coming out stronger than before. So if you have a word of greeting, you could do so. We have less than 60 seconds. Any question, anything, so that we can wrap up?
No.
Okay.
Sir, please, if it's possible, we can get practice and questions for the exams.
Okay, I think you can highlight that question in WhatsApp because our time is up here. Okay? Get it down on our group chat. I can talk to it. So have a nice time, guys. You guys are the best. I'll see you in the group, in the class. Thank you.